Part 8. I'm excited. Adam Showick, Team Up Charlie, Douglas Realty. 90 ways we serve you. Picking up Part 8. So we're under contract. We're buying a house. If we're buying a rental, a house that's been used as a rental, meaning that the owner that's selling it isn't living in it, we need to verify any existing lease agreements. Are we buying it contingent on the tenants being out? Are we buying it with the tenants in place? Who's holding security deposit? All of those things, right? And there's a lot of different things we could probably do an A, B, C, D on that one alone, but we'll let that be. We're going to check in with the lender, identify the loan status, see where we're at, see where, if appraisal's been received, see how they're working through contingencies, things that need to get identified. You know, lenders want 1,000 pieces of information when we go to buy a house, rightfully so. They're loaning you a ton of money, so we got to make them happy. Check on the appraisal date. So if EA is really the only one that takes a while, and a while being 14 days from the date that it's ordered, the appraiser has to have that into us, right? So waiting on that. Once we get it, say we appraise that value, no repairs needed, we're good. Say we get it at value, but it's subject to some repairs, we'll have to take care of that as well. Negotiate that depending on what we put in our contingencies for what the seller will cover. We'll have to negotiate that piece if there's anything like that. Or if it's undervalued, then we have to go back and renegotiate all of those pieces as well, right? So there's again, that's another one of those ones that could be A, B, C, D. Ideally, A is meets value, no repairs required, we keep it moving. If we get one, say we put in an appraisal contingency saying we'll cover X dollar up to this, if it fails to appraise, then we all have to go down that path as well. So a bunch of different pathways to that. Once we've cleared the appraisal, we're kind of at the point of like finishing up lenders' requirements, scheduling closing, making sure title is ID'd everybody, making sure everything is good to go, and then coordinate closing time and location. Generally, we try to close in our office unless it's some crazy closing somewhere. We love to host people in our conference room and show off our beautiful building. But it doesn't have to be here. It can be one of many places. This is 76, going back to compliance items. Make sure all of our I's are dotted and T's are crossed. I's crossed, T's dotted. You get what I'm saying. Making sure all documents are fully signed. Making sure that the title company has everything that they need to get us to the closing table. If we're buying in a trust or if we're buying in an LLC, there's some additional documents that sometimes they'll come back and ask for. 78, make sure we get utilities transferred over. So where we stand today in Anne Arundel County, water automatically transfers with title, so there's no need to transfer a water bill. Gas and electric, on the other hand, you have to set up, and we usually say set that up for the day of closing. Don't do it the day after closing. Do it for the day of closing, because what we don't want is the seller to turn it off the day before closing, and then you get to your house, it's spent all this money, and you have no electric, and you're like, what the heck? And I'm like, day of closing, not day after closing. Make sure we're going to coordinate. My job is to coordinate and make sure all parties, lender, title, listing or buyer agent, lister, sellers or buyers, everybody knows where closing's at. Sometimes the sellers will decide to pre-sign. We are not a face-to-face state, so it's not required to be face-to-face, but we like to have people face-to-face. It's okay. Making sure everybody knows where they're at. And then the last one is solve any problems that come up, because like any good closing, there's always something that we have to work through at closing, right? Don't take those rose bushes from out in front of your house unless they're negotiated. All right, thanks for joining us for part 8 of 90 Ways We Serve You. I'm back for the last installment. Love you guys. Smile more. Peace.